and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten. This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Here's the give off the left side. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll give it to the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this this defense.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snags it over the middle. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Leaves it with the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The play action fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the middle. Finds his man enough for the 1st. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. So they gamble on 4th down in the 1st half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the 1st half.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Now adjusting. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They're trying to get to him. He's going to take off. The ball pops out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Hines is way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Gain of 11. Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kentucky 7, Florida State 0.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll throw it on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him in the end.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Working the middle. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot, and now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Power football with the run. Makes a man miss. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Getting some heat. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Fires to the right. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. He's got it.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll keep it himself. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He lofts one down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here up the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Makes his connection. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
And the ball is intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack him coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. The quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. They'll run it from the gun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The give to the back. The Seminoles have a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on first down from the 28. He wants to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, boy.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's right on target. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be a great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab down the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Wildcats are flying down the field. Motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking left. Holds it in. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll try the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not a chance. Missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're going to win this one.
He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This offense has a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his back in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Unleashes one deep. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Pressure coming. He's got it. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll just keep slinging it. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? They're bringing heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
This defense is playing excellent on this drive here in critical down and distances. 2nd and goal and 3rd and goal. They're able to get sacks and push the offense back, now forcing a field goal try.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. And he will be stopped short or stop himself short of the line to gain. What was he thinking there?
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the tailback. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I've been really impressed watching this guy carry the football. It's been a serious workload. They've been force-feeding him the rock throughout the course of the game, and what's most impressive, he's getting better as the game goes on. That was his longest run of the game.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Hands it off. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He'll run it again. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to run it. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down.
I tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the 4th quarter, he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big 1st down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
In the postgame, if you start asking about the offensive struggles, the coach is probably going to say, let me tell you something, Mr. Television Announcer. They don't ask me how I won. They